Hello, for Fire 14, Module 3. This video puts into perspective exactly how fast a disaster can happen and how important fire suppression systems are for helping firefighters save lives. Because 400 people were watching this happen and it still spread so fast that 100 people died they couldn't get out. And nothing first response could do could help manage that. The National Institute of Standards and Technology put out an incident report. They had three main reasons that it was so fatal. One was that the exits were just not sufficient for the building. The occupancy load was over, but the main problem was that there were two doors and one main entrance that everyone was aiming for was a hallway with two doors, so people were getting trampled. It was just too small of a funnel. 400 people just couldn't get out in time, possibly. The other problem was hazardous building materials. The polyurethane foam that was behind the drummer is what caught. It wasn't fire retardant and had a low ignition, high flame spread rate. So that's what got this place on fire within 90 seconds, completely fatal conditions. And of course, the third most important thing that we learned from this is that sprinkler systems could have saved everybody's life here. It wasn't even required of old buildings at the time to have a sprinkler system like this. They had required it for the new buildings, but they hadn't required it of the old buildings, even though this could have saved so many lives. So it's mostly a takeaway for everybody involved in making the building safe, because firefighters unfortunately got there super fast, did nothing wrong, and still had to do a mass casualty plan instead of a rescue plan. So most of the recommendations made by the NIST were the aggressive implementation and enforcement of building codes and pyrotechnic use indoors. A big overall takeaway is how inevitable tragedy is for emergency response folks, and regardless of how well they work, they're still going to see horrible, horrible things. I guess as a note for the general population, it's good to know, to be aware, to know how panic affects people, understanding crowd control because people get trampled. It's good to eyeball your exits, see where windows are. Just be aware of what's going on around you. Thank you.